Alright, fun.
Hansie, cheers.
Yes, ja. En you got Stella Artois.
Stella Artois and
Amstel.
and
Keeping
Amstel
it in the
green
in
and
the Belgium Holland area. Yeah, Amstel is from Holland.
Amstel's from Holland and Stella's from Belgium.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we just watched the game.
Yes, I'm so glad we beat the Aussies at last.
It's fantastic. First time since 2013 in Australia.
I can't actually believe it. It just feels like, why do we struggle against Australia?
I don't know.
They watching the game, it feels like they don't really have that much to bring to the game. They're not that good.
No, man for man, we should be much better than them. But you have to give them credit for last week. Not to dwell on last week, but I think there were a few refereeing decisions and stuff. But enough's been said about that. But having said that, I think Ben O'Keefe was quite good today.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but look, the Aussies came out last week. They surprised us.
Yes.
With a quick start.
Yeah.
They basically caught us off guard.
Played us out of the game early.
And we didn't have the intensity to get back into the game.
But so we scored an early try, which didn't happen last week. We built so many phases last week without scoring. So we scored the early try with the Allende.
Yeah, great build-up. I'm happy with the way we dominate.
Yes.
And the way we apply pressure and keep on playing in their half. And but it's worrying that we can't convert more points when we actually get there.
Yes.
The try of Daniel de Allende was
was nice carries.
Great offload at the end.
It's a bit gave the ball at the exactly the right time. I thought maybe there's a bit of obstruction, but luckily, and he came in and he scored right under the post. Right under the post, the Allende, and that got us going.
What a relief! What a relief! What do we have to do at their try line? To actually score a try. I mean, how many minutes have we spent on their try line since the last match?
Kolisi came out.
Had a great game.
I thought he should have been. I saw now that Damien Willemse was man of the match.
Kolisi should have been the man of the match.
I think Kolisi should have been man of the match.
One of the best.
If he can add stealing the ball to his game, he's going to add so much value, because that's the classic number 6 position in South Africa. If you look at the Heinrich Brousseaus of the past and Francois Lowe and those guys, if he can add that, he stole 3 balls in one game, which is a huge positive for us. It will take a lot of pressure off Marks as well.
Yes. Yeah. What worries me about him is he gets games like last week where he's completely silent.
Yes.
He doesn't speak to the ref. He doesn't get stuck in.
Yeah.
So I'm struggling to understand the mindset of that, but the way he played today was
carried well.
Yeah. Ran into the guy.
Yeah. He marshaled the troops well.
It was great to watch.
Yeah, very good to see.
The next point is the kicks on attack with overlap. I mean, there's
especially the Allende kick with a 4-on-3 in the 22.
Yeah.
It's something that, and in the second half we didn't actually do it that much.
So I get the feeling they are instructed to do that, get the kick, see if you can get over their defence, because the Aussie defence is quite good. So a good kick will get you past that defence. But it's also the player that has to play what's in front of him. If you see you've got an overlap, then don't kick. Thanks, Finn.
My boy gave us flowers for some reason. Thanks.
So it's.
But I think in the moment
it's in the moment things. You have to play them. I think if we are able to execute those.
Look, if someone catches the ball, like against the British and Irish Lions, when Mapimpi caught the ball, you're a hero.
Yes.
And if no one catches the ball, you look like a fool. So it's like Nick Mallett said last week on SuperSport. if you do certain things and you win,
then it's
fantastic.
Fine. But if you don't,
then you look like a fool.
So we would like to see a bit more of that in the moment opportunities.
Yeah.
But I get the feeling we want to dominate first half, but if that doesn't work, then you've got trouble in the second half.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing that you said. Is like it's almost you said it's almost as if the Springboks want as many set pieces as they can in the first half, and in the second half you want to nail.
Yeah, you just want to hold. You want to hold on in the second half and keep them out of the game so that you can get going in the second.
And what was very interesting is how late the substitutions were made. And that some of them almost weren't made at all.
It was uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristic, because we see these subs at half-time and we think it's ineffective. Your bomb squad is supposed to come on when guys are already tired.
But it's like we didn't play with the bomb squad today.
No.
We played more conventional substitutions, and I think the guys that started, it looks like we're getting fitter, which is a great thing to see. Mark's played 70 minutes?
Yes, yeah.
Great.
No, we didn't. I think Dion Fourie came on as a 6. He came on for Khaleesi. So we played with the one hooker for the entire match, which I can't remember when was the last time we actually did not sub a hooker.
So maybe we are starting to try out some variation to our game.
Yeah.
We need some variation because we can't stick to that. If the plan doesn't work, what do we do?
Exactly.
You have to adapt.
What's plan B?
What's plan B?
Like Johan even said last week, what if we are playing this way, and in the World Cup we're going to completely play a different way?
Yeah. Because
it's very extreme.
Yeah. In the week now, it was quite evident that the guys talked a lot about how predictable our game is.
Yes.
And they know we're going to maul. I think Nick Mallet mentioned it a couple of times. They know we're going to maul. They're stopping our mauls.
Yeah.
The refs don't blow the early shove that much anymore. If your timing's right, you can't get the maul going.
Yes.
So that's not going to work next year in the World Cup.
Yeah. It's been a very long time since we've scored a try directly from a maul. Yeah.
And Bongi's loss, Bongi's injury, he's
loss.
a master with peeling off and scoring from a maul. So if we don't have him, we're struggling in that area. Same with our set pieces are not as sharp because the other guys have learned how to stop them.
So we conceded a penalty at the scrum today as well. So the scrums weren't that dominant.
Yes. We lost a couple of lineouts, which was a bit.
Lost a couple of lineouts as well. Marx is not a specialist. Well, he always looks as if he's sort of hesitating when he throws the ball in at the line out.
The Lender played hard, but he made a couple of mistakes. Kicking needlessly.
Mistakes. Yeah, but in the second half he was much better.
Much better.
Carried better, got us over the advantage line, and so on.
Again, the no-flow game. A bit of aimless kicking in the first half.
It wasn't a great game to watch.
No. Slow to get going. Lots of mistakes both sides.
Better in the second half.
A bit of negative play, I think, from the Aussies.
Yes. There was a moment when
off the ball stuff.
When Ala Toa sort of blatantly rolled onto our side of the ruck.
Yes.
And played the ball, and he didn't even get punished for it. So they definitely try and make it negative. And same with Kellaway. With the blocking,
of the
kick,
Pimpy.
And then there was a penalty against us for cleaning off Willemse cleaning from the side, which is completely legitimate. But literally seconds after that, Kellaway did exactly the same thing. And so we just like consistency. But those are small things that refs miss. Yes. He had a good game. Ben O'Keefe had
I think he had a good game. So that's a thing I would just love the Springboks to please, if there's a penalty, kick the ball out. Don't.
It's inexcusable. At Springbok level, you cannot not kick the ball out.
And it happens at least once in every game.
Yes, that's bad.
You go for distance, but the guys are so...
He got man of the match, though.
Yeah, he got man of the match. Look, I think
he's got quick feet and stuff. It's better. It's great. We need a solid backup for Pollard.
He controlled the game well, and his defence is very, very good.
I'm a Willemse fan.
Yes, but he's kicking is not accurate enough. Even the tactical
yes,
kicking.
and goal kicking.
And goal kicking. So we didn't actually go for the goal kicking option today because I think it would.
Frans Steyn kicked a great conversion when he came on for the Mapimpi try.
Maybe it's not that, but maybe he should start.
Work at that goal.
Work at that goal kicking.
Yeah.
But that's something we have. If we don't have Pollard, we have.
That's the thing. Is he now the backup fly-off instead of Yankees? Yeah.
That's a good question.
For me, I would rather have Willems than Yankees.
Same here.
Sorry,
I feel more confident with Willems as a player. Put someone else then on as a goal kicker, like we had with Monty.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. In France, it's almost the rule that the scrum halves are the goal kickers.
Yeah. So,
see if Jaden Hendricks can do it.
Get the pressure off the 10.
Yeah.
Let someone else kick goal.
Mapimpi found it very difficult under the high ball. There are always one or two blockers, but that's like that with every game. But he was quite ineffective under the high ball.
Yes,
actually,
he is not good. He's not good under the high ball. We can't actually remember when last he
actually caught
great finisher, but
great finisher.
He hasn't found his form again.
How was Moody's try? Eh?
Sure. Wow. I'm excited for him. He
had very little impact in the game, but that just before halftime, that was a huge moment.
And he didn't try too hard.
No.
He stood his ground. He did what he had to do.
Yeah.
And he's for me almost like a young JP Peterson.
Yeah.
He sort of came out of nowhere. You didn't even see him chase the ball, and then he got it, and it's like a deceptive.
Yes, and
he's quite deceptive and difficult. You sort of underestimate his speed and his size, and so I'm very excited.
I think
for
he's
him.
very talented, very mature for a player.
Great defense as well. Defense. He's a hard player, and he's only 19, 20? 19. It's crazy.
Second youngest after Frans Steyn. In the professional era from 94,
and that's now a try that was scored from Appy. Great kick, great accurate. But then the next one was a pin and pass, Mostert try.
Great to see.
We can do it.
Kick the ball away.
We can do it.
Yes. Yeah.
So
just pull the man and pass.
Go straight.
Yeah. And Willy's impact. What did you think about Willy's impact?
I think Willy had a massive impact. He spoiled some opportunities, but he calmed the guys. There's a couple of times I saw him, guys, calm down. He took a bit of control.
Yeah. He made the pass for Mapimpi for his try.
Yes, and there was one or two aimless things that he did, but he took on a bit of a leadership role.
Also kicked the ball when we actually had an overlap.
Yeah. So he did one or two things like that, but he tried something. But
in general, his creativity and stuff I thought helped us today, and his leadership and his experience.
He calmed the guys down. I think Willy had a great game. Penalty reversal, dangerous clean out. I was quite happy.
A bit of luck for us that happened to us. The press has been on us a lot. We spoke about it last week that I think refs are hard on us because we are hard on refs.
Yes.
And so we, in our channel, we try not to talk too much about the ref, but it was nice to see something like that being spotted.
And coming our way,
helping
at least,
us, because we were on a yellow card warning,
yes,
and that yellow card never came. Thank goodness.
So thank goodness. We talked about the maul not being effective. The guys have learned how to stop it. It's not. That can't be our only thing in the World
Can't
Cup.
only score from set piece. But in the second half, there was a lot less. Kicking, fewer box kicks.
So it's nice to see we're trying something else. We had a conventional Springbok first half, and then we tried something else. So it's
in the second half.
So
it's almost like the World Cup final, if you think of it.
Also almost like the same type of thing we tried. Without the proper bomb squad, we didn't actually have a bomb squad. 2 line-out steals. Line-outs wasn't but Marks played the whole game basically. So
he's great in so many other areas of the game.
But we talked about Mapimpi struggling under the high ball, and then his try. That's actually the big thing we want to.
With a huge scuffle.
After huge scuffle. So he. Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure if it should have been a penalty, but there was definitely a little bit of a swinging arm by Korobiti.
Yes.
And it caught him fairly high.
Yes.
Which normally would result in a penalty. It was not looked at. Nothing happened. I think because of what happened after that, it sort of took the focus of the actual moment when the try was scored.
Yes.
And Mapimpi took exception to the fact that Korobiti's arm was in his face area because of what happened last week with the no arms tackle.
Exactly.
And then he immediately went for his face, and it was a very entertaining scuffle. We enjoyed it thoroughly with attempted eye gouging and
Jebben's
face,
facial expression.
And get ready with his fist and stuff. And it also puts the thing back. The fact that there was no penalty after that.
Yeah.
It puts the Nick White thing in perspective. Like in rugby, it's okay if you try and scratch a guy's eyes out. You don't even get a penalty for it or a yellow card or anything. So we don't want any play acting or any of that stuff.
Apart from that, that's something that happened. But I liked the Springboks' aggression today. They were angry after last week.
It was personal.
It was personal, and that's the way we want to play.
Yes.
And
a lot of what we play is based on aggression, and rugby is a sport of aggression.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think great win. Not the most beautiful test match.
No.
In
24-8.
Yeah.
If you said before the game 24-8,
I'll take it any day.
I'll take it any day. First win in Australia in 9 years.
Yeah. So fantastic. Thanks, boys. Thanks for saving the weekend.
Yeah, cheers. Now we've had a good week. We can watch replays and all that.
So what's the log now?
Everyone's lost 2 games.
Yeah.
Yes.
New Zealand at 10 after this morning.
So New Zealand obviously has a very good points difference now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was.
And we'll have 9.
Yeah. So and.
No.
We had 4 or 5. We'll have 9.
Yeah.
And
so it's going to come down to bonus points and points difference going forward.
It's for first time in a long time. The championship is actually quite evened out.
Going to Argentina and playing them there is going to be tough.
Yeah.
And then of course this morning's game, we haven't spoken about this morning's game as much. The All Blacks beat Argentina convincingly.
I think we didn't expect Argentina to do anything, but the All Blacks sort of found their mojo again. They found their flow. They play off the broken ball. They know how to play in the rain.
The wet conditions didn't suit Argentina.
Their kicking was more accurate. They were more solid. The Argentinians were dumb in the sense that they didn't play the kicking game.
No, they didn't play they tried to keep it in hand.
And
it's almost like beating the All Blacks at their own game, and that's dangerous.
And I didn't know why they actually,
But the All Blacks are like this. What's going to happen when they play Australia?
That's going to be interesting. Them in Australia, but look, I don't think Australia is good enough. I don't think Australia is good enough.
But you never know.
You never know.
Weird things are happening.
And what's going to happen when we play Argentina? I am worried about Argentina.
Argentina over there is going to be very tough. I think we'll be fine. This loss might help us because it will break their confidence a little bit and so on and so forth.
And we were wanting to blood some young guys for the Argentinian games.
But we already did that now almost.
So it's going to be interesting to see who we send over there.
Yeah. If we win both those games, we're going to give ourselves a chance.
Yes. We have to
win the Rugby Championship. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Okay, boys. Thanks. Cheers. Enjoy the week.
So we are at Rian. It was his birthday. And we watched the rugby here. And what's in here, Rian?
What's it, boys?
The potjie kos. Hello, Finny. Yeah, we're going to have some potjie kos, like a beef stew. Having a lekker time. Everyone's in a good mood because we won the rugby. What is in the pot?
What is in the pot?
Yes, what is in the
Oh,
pot?
sorry, it's lamb shank and lamb neck.
Lamb shank.
And lots of red wine and OBS.
And
lots of
sherry.
Sherry and lots of red wine.
Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.